Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
On first down, Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, Dillon, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest, but many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers, pass incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
It's easy to go back to the time when Ndamukong Suh entered the NFL, and he was an absolute force right from the beginning. But it's been fun to watch his career progress, and I'm starting to see a little more finesse in his game, although I'm not sure he'd like me to describe it that way. But you see the agility, you see the movement, and, of course, he can bull rush when he needs to get to the quarterback.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
53!
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, Alabama.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Everson Griffin. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. To try again after the sack. Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Now the Packers get set to go.
Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It's caught by Funchess. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brady now to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
With the score, Packers 7, Buccaneers nothing.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Irvin to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A second down carry for Irvin. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides. Easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On second down now, Dillon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep if they don't fix things quickly.
And that's not exactly what he wants to see in his post-game slumber. So they've got to figure out a way to slow things down a little bit. Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even a quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker to change.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, That's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it is now 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. That throw by Brady, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
This is caught. Gronkowski. 25 yards that time. Brady going to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 6 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. We're doing it.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rodgers. Funches has it complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working from the gun. Rodgers dumps it off for Irvin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Wait, 20! Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Alpha!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
The end result, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Brady, and again he'll find Gronkowski complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Now Brady. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he finds a man on the crossing route. So we've come upon halftime here in this Nfc Divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue. as you can see by the score line. Miles Sanders, 4 touchdown runs. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Throwing on first down, it's Brady. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Packers pick it up.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now Crosby for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got this.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Brady to throw. Being chased out left. Open man, Gronkowski complete. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, it's Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab the nugget when I can.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run now with Peyton. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Yeah, he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple of extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brady now to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. To throw, it's Brady.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack on 1st down, Brady. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw is Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 68 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Dillon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Dillon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.